Tell us a little bit about who is Rosemarie Charles.
Okay. Rosemarie Charles, I'm 38, I'm a Grenadian. I'm also an esthetician, which is a professional skincare therapist or beauty specialist as you refer to it. I was trained in the UK as well as the United Kingdom and Italy. My certification is Tedesco and VTCT, and I also did with the International Dermal Institute. So I have over 10 years. It's like started off 14 years ago in the field of beauty, and it took me all over the world. I've done facials for a lot of people. I've been a part of the Caribbean Spa Association as an executive member and chairman of the training committee for several years now. And I'm involved in a lot of activities. So my newest venture is the product that we're here to talk about, the product launch of Rosemary's Cosmetics.
All right. So, Rosemary's Cosmetics, you've decided to branch off into something new. And not very often Grenadians like to use the opportunity to take risk. And you're one of those who decided to take the risk, and probably because of your passion in terms of beauty and the expertise and your experience,
Yes,
you decided that you want other people to feel beautiful and look beautiful. So
absolutely.
tell us a bit about the product.
Okay, well, it's a line of facial cosmetic products. It's a professional line. It's organic. And basically, I wanted it to target a range of skin types. So it helps people who have acne prone skin, as well as people who have issues with wrinkles, with thick skin or uneven pigmentation, complexion issues. It doesn't clog the pores, so you won't have a problem with having breakouts. It's mainly water based. And the most important thing about the product, apart from the expertise of the skincare, which I consider carrying on my expertise through the product, so I reach a larger audience than I'm able to reach with when I was doing facials and doing clients individually. So now I can reach people internationally. But the most important aspect that I consider to be of the product is that it contains nutmeg oil from Grenada, actual essential oils that is derived from Grenadian nutmeg. So we know it's something that our farmers are benefiting from, or local people are actually a part of the process. So this was a great consideration, and of course I couldn't be able to use nutmeg if it wasn't beneficial to the skin, and nutmeg is absolutely beneficial to the skin, which a lot of us are not really aware of. But this brings an awareness that nutmeg is anti-inflammatory. It helps with acne, with wrinkles. It also is very good in terms of even in the complexion. If you have uneven pigmentation, blemishes, nutmeg has compounds in it that can help to smoothen out the skin, refine the texture of the skin. And of course, the product contains other ingredients that assist in the process.
And I
Right?
guess there is some sort of what we may call usage on your part, because we can actually see why
Right.
your face is so smooth.
Right,
Um,
right. Of course, I've been using the product for as long as it's been created. You know, it's my initial idea to have this product. Actually, since 2006, I had this idea, and I had so much other things to put in place along the way that had to take precedence above the product. So now the product has come to the forefront, and but it's something that's been in the pipeline for quite a long time. And of course, I'm being versed in the knowledge of how to take care of the skin. Then I worked on my skin throughout the years, but I've been using the actual product for more than a year now.
okay. We've
Yeah.
actually, in recent times, seen this product hitting the social media in
Yes.
terms of your way of marketing. How long have
Right.
it actually started to get this into the island. We know the products and stuff or the ingredients, which is nutmeg being probably one of the main and the most important,
Yes.
being from Grenada. But of course, you have to get that sort of, the FDA approval, this, that, etc.
Well, right. In terms of FDA approval, it's a cosmetic product. So we don't talk about FDA approval when you're talking about cosmetic products. What you talk about is FDA compliance.
Okay.
The approval only relates to pharmaceutical products,
Okay.
products that make medical claims and are medically based products. This is a cosmetic product for the topical improvement of the skin. So it's considered a cosmetic, which the FDA gives guidelines.
Oh.
And it's produced in the United States in a laboratory that's compliant with the FDA, right? And health and safety regulations as well as testing regulations. It's not tested on animals, but it's tested in terms of a microbiological challenge to ensure that it can withstand fungus, virus, or any sort of attack. Okay. Right, because we're touching the product, whatever. So the ingredient composition has to be done in such a way to withstand the challenges of your day-to-day environment, which the product has met and complied with that.
Okay. I want you have 3 products.
Yes.
Here. Could you just highlight for us what each of them normally would do?
Right. I have a cleanser here. The cleanser, what it has, of course, all the products contains nutmeg, and I explained to you earlier how potent nutmeg is and how important it is to the refining of the skin on the whole. So all the product contains nutmeg oil, but the cleanser specifically also has charcoal. Right? And activated charcoal is a big ingredient now in skincare.
Okay.
It pulls toxins from the skin. So what it does, in a sense, it has an exfoliating effect. And
that's not the actual charcoal that people could say, well, okay, I'll go and burn some outside. And
no, everything have to be processed under certain regulations. Based on the cosmetic regulations, and the FDA provide these regulations for all ingredients. So you don't just take your charcoal in the backyard because it has implications, other things that you wouldn't want to get onto your skin.
Just getting it clear.
Right. So this is professional charcoal for the cosmetic industry that we use, right? And what charcoal does in terms of skincare, it eliminates toxins from the skin. It draws toxins, impurities, and dead skin. So it works just as an exfoliant works, but traditionally we use a scrub to exfoliate the skin and to take off dead skin. And there's a lot of challenges with using a scrub because on a very micro fine level, this damages the skin. Yeah, it has a damaging effect on the skin over time. If you notice, sometimes you scrub your skin and you put something on after and it stings. Yeah, that's because it has a blistering effect on the skin, which causes inflammation. And over time, it rather than helps you, it harms the skin in terms of encouraging the aging process.
And probably that's sometimes when you get a little bit of like discoloration because you scrub.
Right, you
and
scrub.
You get that.
And you go out into the sun, and sometimes it heals and it doesn't heal well, so you get this long-term damage. Right, but immediately when you use it, it feels nice and clean. So it encourages you to keep doing it and then harm your skin. But charcoal exfoliates on a different level. It doesn't harm the skin. So it draws up that toxin, it sucks up the dead skin without harming and damaging the true skin. So that makes it very suitable for if you're thinking long-term care of the skin. So that, along with the nutmeg oil, and there is also green tea in the cleanser, and there's a bit of coconut oil, there's a bit of aloe vera, everything in a balanced proportion, right? There is no chemical composition in terms of, there is no chemicals like parabens in this product. It's strictly organic. Everything is organic. There's no dyes, all right? It's as natural as they come.
Okay.
And there is the serum, which along the same line, no parabens, no dyes, not tested on animals, gluten-free. And the paraben specifically targets people who are concerned about wrinkles and fine lines and blemishes also, right? Because it has an exfoliating effect. It also has a renewal. It encourages cell renewal
Okay.
and helps with sagging skin. So it can work as an anti-aging, which I tell people you start at 25 to arrest the process before it starts.
Oh.
And if for the persons who have already started aging and the skin has started to degenerate, the product would assist to restore.
Okay.
And then there's a daily moisturizer. By the way, the serum is used at night.
At night.
You know, usually use these stronger products at night.
Okay.
The moisturizer, you use it during the day. You can use both day and night. And it works for all skin types. It's for young skin, older skin. It's so light that even persons with acne can benefit from it.
Okay.
And it's also balanced enough that even if you have dry skin, it can help you.
Okay.
So these products are scientifically produced to target all skin types. And I have the reviews to prove it. I have, within such a short time, I have loads of reviews that are positive, and people are telling me, oh, it's helping them with their pigmentation issues, their acne issues, their thick skin is thinning down. Not thinning to the point of damage, but thinning to the point of healthy. You know, if you have thick layer skin and you want it to be healthier, more refined looking, it is working.
With these products and most people who would have, like, you know, a lot of skin issues, sometimes it relates to the way that you treat your skin.
Yes.
As well as probably even the foods that you eat.
The foods, yes.
So while you're taking or using these products, is there any like suggestions in terms of what you do to your skin?
Yes.
You shouldn't scrub your skin. These are not products that you use to scrub. Like if you know you're like really, and you scrub to the point of you feeling the sting. But these are things that is, you know, you just basically on your skin, and then you watch what you eat, if it's water, whatever, etc. Is it any guidelines in terms of when you want to apply?
Right. You wouldn't want to scrub your skin, as I said. The cleanser provides an exfoliating ability. So the charcoal helps to remove toxins. And you wouldn't need that traditional scrub that you used to, the apricot scrub and all those things that used to damage the skin. And being a professional in skincare, I'm very, very particular about the long-term effects of anything you use on your skin, because there are a lot of things that give you a nice, you know, it feels good today, but 10 years down the road, how is it going to affect the skin? So these are the considerations you want to be mindful of, right? So the charcoal cleanser is going to help you there. So you wouldn't need that rough scrubbing. You have this gentle exfoliating that's taking place on a daily basis, gentle enough. Because if you're going to be scrubbing your skin, usually it's recommended that you do it twice per week, and you have to be very, very conscious of the texture of the exfoliant. It has to be very fine and rounded so as not to bruise the skin, and even so, it still doesn't give an even exfoliating, you know, and the challenge is for long term. So as I was talking about earlier, in terms of exfoliating, the charcoal basically would exfoliate the skin on this micro fine level. You wouldn't need to scrub. Right? And as I said, we as professional estheticians, we don't believe in scrubbing. We believe in exfoliating on a different level, on a level that's compatible with the skin and the long-term benefits of the skin. I talked about the anti-aging products and stuff. So you would want to start skincare from a very early age. You would want to take care of your children's skin and your teenager's skin. And during the teen years, what happens is that the skin becomes more inflamed and acne prone. And teenagers are very active. They live usually a very active lifestyle, outdoors, the environment. They're not as conscious they may not be as conscious as older people when
Yeah.
it comes to taking care of their skin. So they might sweat and sleep and, you know. But you want to, as a parent, sort of instill that early into your child. And then, of course, you need to be knowledgeable yourself
Yes, indeed.
as to how to take care of the skin and start that child at an early age. And these products are very delicate. Even though you can use them at 60 and 80, you could use them at 10 and 15, right?
Okay.
So you want to start in children that ability and that awareness to take care of the skin, to get up in the morning, to cleanse with a cleanser, not with the soap in the bathroom, to apply a little moisturizer in the morning. If you're going to be going on the beach or out in the sun, use some sunblock. Sunblock is something that we're not always very conscious of in our environment, but we need to be very, very mindful that the sun has a serious long-term effect, and no matter your complexion, whether you're a black person or you're a white person, it's going to affect you. Black people, based on the pigment in the skin, do have an added protection. The melanin helps to protect you more than a white person who doesn't have it. However, because the sun is so strong,
Yes.
you even though you have all this melanin in your skin, you can still have the effects later down, skin cancer and all that. So you want to use your sunblock, and especially if you're going into the sea, you want to replenish every 2 hours. You want to get a waterproof one. You don't need a waterproof one on a daily basis. Like if you're going to have minimal sun exposure, like from your office to your vehicle, then you would want to get like a 15 SPF, sun protection factor. If you're going to be having intense exposure, you need nothing less than 30 SPF. So you can go all up to 50, right?
Okay.
75 and 90 and all of those are not necessarily going to have.
Yeah.
They mainly work on marketing strategy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because there's only so much that the body could use, right? So 45, 30 to 45 in terms of excess exposure, 15 minimal exposure, but it's absolutely important, and you will see in the long term how it has helped you, and it's never too late to start.
Okay.
And these products make life easy for people in terms of it targets a wide range, because unless you're an expert in the skin, you don't want to have too much of a headache in terms of deciding what you're going to use and what you're going to, is this good for my skin type? And this sort of makes it easy, scientifically designed to make it easy for you. And I said it's organic, it's safe, it's natural, no chemicals, no dyes.
And all local.
And local initiative. The only thing I got it to be produced in a laboratory in the States for particular health and safety reasons at this stage that we're not able to overcome.
Yes.
Right, because of lack of a facility and stuff. So we start off on the right path. We get the experts to do it. Yes, but it's local initiative. I'm a Grenadian. The nutmeg is 100% Grenadian and supporting of the Grenadian farmers. So
in terms of your looks and how you see results, you know, some people, okay, I'm buying a product, but I'm buying a product with the expectation that I see results in a week, 10
right.
days.
But these products, I've had people, I don't believe in making people expect a miracle in anything, because I'm in the professional business of skincare for the past 15 years, and I've seen all sorts of things. I've seen I do a treatment on this person, and next day or immediately 5 minutes after the treatment, you get a remarkable result. Some people 2 days later, you get that remarkable result. Some people, it takes a week.
But then
right?
consistency has a lot to do with it as well.
Consistency has a lot, but with this product, I can tell you that the results are happening based on the scientific principles and the ingredients of these products. It's designed to exfoliate gently and renew and restore the skin. So therefore, it has a refining property. And it has been working based on the reviews. I don't want to just be talking about it. because you want to give people the opportunity to use it and then give you feedback. And the biggest feedback comes from referrals. Basically, you can see that 10 people are calling you every day and say, oh, this person referred me, that person referred me.
That's
So
good.
that is what you're looking for in the beauty business. That is what sells your brand and sells your product. So this for me is the main aspect of things.
Okay. So in essence, my face would be able to get like your face.
Well, it could. You can take anybody from point A to point B, C. It's commitment. It's going through the different stages, and some people may need more than just the product.
Okay.
Because I mean, there's the actual practice of topical skincare in terms of, as an esthetician, you're trained to provide chemical peels and other electrical equipment and other extractions to the skin. There's a whole range of beauty treatments that can be used to improve the skin in a short period of time. All right, like some people might be, their wedding is coming up or something like that. You need to speed up the process. However, with the products, you can get those results over a period of time.
Okay.
And in terms of skincare and the effect, the most important thing to take into consideration is what have you been doing the last 10 years, the last 20, 30 years with your skin? So if you haven't been taking care of your skin and you don't expect a miracle
Cool.
no matter what you do, it has to go through that process. Right? So always be mindful that what you do today will reflect 20 years down the road. And it's never too late to start. But as I say, the results will be based on what you have been doing over the past few years and the condition that your skin is in today when you start using the product.
All right.
So the length of time will depend on that.
Okay. These products basically coming into on the Grenadian market, it's something that has been in the pipeline since 2006.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now it's the actual end product is finally here.
Yes.
In terms of, you have all these other international products that you're going to be dealing with, especially those that people are familiar with.
Yes.
Is that really a challenge in terms of how you gravitate or try to gravitate people from what are the traditional products into something that is now local that could do even more than they were used to?
Yeah, I'm not worried at all. And I can safely say that I've been in the business. I've traveled internationally for the last 15 years, and I'm very well exposed to all the international brands. Just name them, I'm familiar. I worked with a lot of them. I've been exposed to a lot of them. A lot of them have been marketed to me. And I'm very well aware of what is to be expected from a professional brand, what are the challenges of professional brands. I'm very well aware of those things. So I'm approaching this from a point of view of confidence, knowing that I know so much about the business and the expectations, even of the clients. I'm fully well aware. That's why I'm very cautious of when I market my products. I don't try to tell people it's going to be a miracle, although it could be a miracle, but I give people an opportunity to test it because everybody has different expectations. But I'm not worried about the international brands because what has gone into this product exceeds a lot of international brands. It's on par with some international brands, right? I do not put it below. It is well developed. A lot, the quality of the ingredients, the testing that has gone into it, the packaging, and the people that are responsible for the laboratory that have made my product, people that I selected, I hand selected those people, and they are people with a huge what is the word I can find? They got a lot to live up to.
Okay.
They are known internationally. They were on the Shark Tank. They got a huge investment, so they got one of the sharks behind them. They've been on Good Morning America. They've been on several international television shows, and they have a lot of eyes on them. So they're not going to be giving you second, third, or fourth quality. So that was one of the consideration I took in terms of choosing to work with them.
Okay. Which one of these products is the best seller at this time?
Well, I sell them
So,
consistently as a
okay.
package.
As a package. Okay.
Yeah, I sell them consistently as a package. However, in some cases, like for the younger people, I try to get them to buy the cleanser and moisturizer rather than the three.
Okay.
Unless they are of anti-aging age, then they can use
They
the
can
serum.
use. Okay.
Right. So it works that way. But the cleanser and moisturizer sells equally based on that principle.
Oh.
Just because the market for the serum would be a little less
The
people,
less than, okay.
but they sell once the people of the particular age group buy the product, they buy as a package. So I can't say that one is outselling the other
Oh, okay.
because it works together, and to get the maximum benefit of them,
You should just
you buy them together.
buy them
Yeah.
together. In the next or not too distant future, we've had all these nice facial cleansers and moisturizers, and we've been speaking about, you know, the sunscreen.
Yes.
And you've had this in the pipeline since 2006. Can we expect anything?
Yes,
in the
yes.
not
I
too
have a
distant
lot of
future?
other things in the pipeline.
Okay.
That was in the pipeline since 2006. Over the years, been lining up. I just decided to launch the nutmeg first, but I have other products in terms of things with lemongrass and vetiver and citrus and stuff. I have treatment products in the pipeline with cocoa butter, things for stretch marks and cellulite, and a lot of other things that you can expect.
Nice, interesting. As we close, any last comments that you would like to make in terms of probably where people can find products?
Oh yeah, definitely. The products are presently at real value, and excuse me, it's doing very, very well. Real value sold out just the other day.
Oh,
I was in Barbados and people call me and say, Rosemary, I'm trying to get a product and it's sold out. So I replenished their stock. It's sold out at Fit for Life gym as well. I replenished their stock. And I could be contacted on Facebook, Rosemarie Charles, Rosemarie. And my phone number, I'm not sure if I can give it, but it's 420-9001.
it's all business, so I don't see why
Okay,
not.
it's 420-9001. And for international people, well, it's 473-420-9001. And I do a lot of promotions on Facebook. And as I said, real value. It's also St. Andrew's Pharmacy for the people in
Oh, okay.
in St. Patrick's and St. Andrew's.
And then what the persons in the diaspora, they'll have an opportunity?
They will. Just now, right now I'm arranging to have it on Amazon.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's going to be on Amazon. It's also going to be available in France because I'm working on that right now as we speak.
Okay.
Actually, I've got the confirmation. I'm just needing to negotiate a little further.
Okay.
Right? But internationally, you have no problem.
All right. So there you had it, folks. Rosemary Cosmetics. 3 fine products, and in the not too distant future we'll get some more. Now you've heard where you can get it locally, you had her contact number and her Facebook information. And remember, you know, some of us Grenadians, we could become very feisty, and I know she's a very pretty lady, but we only giving her the information for the products, not the ingredients, because she can't give you her ingredients, just the products so that you can try. So try not to call and heg her too much unless it's only business.